Why is he starting B&M? Wouldn't you? Yeah, you good boy. You picked your sweeties you wanted, didn't you? I think you wanted them. Do you think you wanted them now? Everyone, and welcome to Monday. How are we all doing today? So yeah, today's just been one of those Mondays, to be honest with you. Again, I've had to phone up about Ben's helmet. I guess got it one in 2 weeks ago, and basically it's not back yet. Whilst we need it when we go away, so I phoned them up. They're going to chase it up for us and let us know about sometime today, because I just simply told them the truth. We're going away on Friday, and I just can't risk it's supposed to be a 3 hour, but I could say 5 hour journey there and back also the following week without him not having it, especially if you get stuck in delays and stuff like that, because obviously Ben hates waiting. So I said to them this morning, they're definitely going to phone back sometime today to let them know what's happening, because I said to them, look, 2 weeks ago it was marked as urgent, so whereabouts has it got to? Even they don't understand why, because they said it takes 5 to 7 days, so why they don't understand why it's nearly 2 weeks and still haven't got it. Hopefully this cross get some news about that as well. And also we've had the milk delivery this morning, which is really, really unusual. Again, we normally have our milk delivered Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We get through so much milk. We haven't got a single drop in the house, because obviously the boys have been drinking it all. And we'd have known, we'd have went to the shop and got some more yesterday. So Sammy was impressed this morning he couldn't have his milk. Basically I made sure there was enough milk, obviously for Ben's cereal, because obviously Sammy has toast in the morning. So obviously Ben hasn't got no bread defrosted, to be honest with you. Obviously Ben being gluten free anyway, and things like that, so he had enough for his cereal. I want a cup of tea, because I haven't had a chance to have a cup of tea this morning, and I can't function without a cup of tea in the morning, really can't. So Stephen said he was going to get some when he finishes work. Obviously tried to get hold of milk and more, find out what's happening about delivery and things like that, why we haven't had one. And not surprise, they've disabled their phone lines, and there's no function there for a live chat, because they've disabled that as well. Only option is email, and they could get back to you in 72 hours. So it's going to be pointless if they deliver us extra milk on Wednesday, because we're not going to use it. It's going to be a waste if we do. So so we're waiting for that, and also waiting for Butlins to put the entertainment live for next week. Obviously we've got activities, we've got our shows booked from Friday to Monday, but next Monday hasn't gone live yet. I never thought waiting for some shows to go on that becomes so stressful. Really wouldn't, because again, sometimes when they're a bit late sending the email out saying you can book, and by the time you get the email, half the show's activities have been booked, there's no spaces. I know they say, oh yeah, you've got the standby queue, etc. like that, but try and sign the standby queue with Ben, who can't even wait 5 minutes to the supermarket, or doesn't have meltdown after meltdown. So so waiting for that to come through. I just wish they'd get rid of this stupid app and go free flow next year, because obviously like Skyline Gang Souvenirs, so what's the difference in having like the other shows in red centre stage and things like that, especially because they're making from September you got to be double vaccinated actually to go there. So so what's the difference in having free flow if you've got to be double vaccinated? It just doesn't make sense, does it really, to be honest with you? So I sent an email saying not what's happening and stuff like that, because I am really concerned with the queues, really big time. I know quite a lot of people said the queues have been utterly crazy, and obviously we ain't got no beeline passes this year. So again, I sent the message saying, look, you can do the beeline passes next year, because I'm not really looking forward to it, to be honest with you, in one way. Again, especially Ben had that big massive meltdown yesterday at Warwick Castle. So again, got to prepare for lots and lots of meltdowns, big time at Butlins. Again, they used to do them, so I don't understand why they still can't do them for people who actually just need them. Like Merlin do the wrap passes where you have to take your proof of disability, reason why you can't queue, that sort of thing. Then you get like your wrap, which really works well for us. we don't actually jump the rides as such, you have to wait virtually. So say if you went to Chessington, went on the Gruffalo and the wait time was 40 minutes, you're not allowed to go on your next ride for 40 minutes later. So technically you still queue in, but you could do other things as well. So I really wish Butlins would do something like that. So I've suggested to them in the past about doing that, but we've all just gone on deaf ears with them. So yeah, like I said, I think this will definitely be our last year at Butlins, because hopefully we're going to try and go to Disneyland Paris next year as well, so that should be really, really good. But it's going to go this year. I've saved up the cave is stopped it, so yeah, going to try and do the holiday of lifetime to Paris. We'll have to go to Florida, but sadly we can't because of Ben's issues and things like that. So yeah, so like I said, I don't want a cup of tea, but I can't have one. As I said, they even drink coffee, to be honest with you. So just drink plenty of orange juice. But anyway, yeah, so back to this morning. Just got some washing to do and try and catch up with date with that and get it up, because you know, the weather seems to be really, really warm. Put the boys in their shorts as well. So anyway, yeah, so and also when Christine comes home from work, just heading up to B&M to getting a few bits and pieces for the holiday. Just in B&M now to getting a few bits and pieces for the holiday. They're making you pay for the trolleys again now, aren't they? They were free for a while. Go on then, Ben, sweetheart. What are you looking at, darling? You don't want those spray wipes and stuff, do you, sweetheart? So yeah, luckily we found a freebie one. Because we haven't got no pound coins or something like that. Sammy, what do you want, darling? Want to fit this way?
I want mine.
These are good, aren't they? These little toy sets for what was that, 25 quid, I think it was. They get a little wrestling ring up there with John Cena and Bray Wyatt. I've been rubbing the little rings when I was younger. Can you remember the wrestling rings when you were younger? Right then, Sammy, do you want to get yourself a couple packets of cookies to take with us? Not too many though. Alright, just a couple of packets.
These cookies.
Do you want them to take those ones? Put them in the trolley then. That's it.
I'll take two. Mum, if I'll take two.
So one more packet then. One more packet. How much are they anyway? Well, not bad for £1, are they? Okay, bless him. Don't pick two sweets up already. That was quite easy, wasn't it? You picked them up. It's a bit of a rainforest mix, okay? That's what you wanted, so it should be fine. Definitely there's no wheat in them, is there? Okay? Do you pick your sweeties up then, darling? Is that what you wanted? Bless him, mister. We told him to pick his sweeties he wanted, and he clearly has. What? Go on then, Sammy, what sweets do you want to take with you, darling? You don't take buttons though, darling, because buttons will melt. What do you want to take? We're taking
Milky Bar.
Thing is, it's still melt. Oh, well, I'll take them anyway. Have them for now anyway. I mean, what about things like fruit pastels or something like that?
Oh,
so they're a different flavour actually, lion coconut, aren't they? And obviously some different flavours of Kit Kats. Well, they've got mint chocolate too. What are you after now? What are you after now? What are you after now? He's looking at the Snickers. Well, if you want to pick them up then, if you want them. No, he's got his sweets. Do you want to get a bottle of Violin take with us? Yeah?
Yeah.
Which one, yeah? One orange, one blackcurrant, yeah, might as well, mightn't we? It's a lot easier and cheaper to fill our bottles up and put them with us. Sammy, sweetheart, can you remember when you used to give these to Pepper? He actually used to love those, didn't he?
Yeah.
Do you remember, I'm telling you what, do you really miss having a pet? I remember he used to love all those as well, didn't he? Alright, sweetheart, down to the toilet trial then. That's the main thing we need. We need toothpaste, don't we? We've got smelly stuff up there? Didn't you think? Yeah, this one up here, isn't it? Up this aisle there. Up this one is the smelly aisle. Everything's up here, should be fine. Wouldn't you? Yeah, you good boy. You picked your sweeties you wanted, didn't you? I think you wanted them. Do you think you wanted them now?
He needs to learn, he's got to pay.
That's the thing, yeah, you need to learn, you need to pay for things, don't you, sweetheart? You've got to learn, you can't have things straight away. I know quite a lot of people do that though, but I can't actually do that, you know what I mean?
Technically that's illegal.
Technically it is really, isn't it? So you picked your sweeties, didn't you, Sammy? What sweeties did you pick for your...
Fruit pastels.
You picked some fruit pastels, didn't you? Oh yeah, you also got some Haribos, didn't you, sweetheart?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are we doing now, Mummy?
We're going to go home now, aren't we? And hopefully, fingers crossed, the Butlins thing's been put on the app. I never known nothing so stressful before, you know what I mean? This seems actually crazy. We're just driving through Taster. It's quite busy actually, Taster is, isn't it?
It's basically like a market town.
Your sweeter?
It's a market town.
I suppose it is a bit like a market town, yeah. But they've got a few more shops than what you've got, haven't they? What's the matter, Ben? You got the giggles? Yeah, bless you. We come round the houses. Because obviously the traffic lights seem to be stuck on red up the top, so to come round this way, and your Ben has been laughing and giggling. Yeah. What a difference in mood today compared to yesterday to today, you know what I mean? Look at that cheeky smile. That cheeky smile. Yes, Ben. You're looking at these houses. You want to see that? Yeah, I'm going to do packing tomorrow. Yes, Ben, we're going back to Seaside. Where are we going on Friday? Ben, we're going to the Seaside on Friday. And what's good about the Seaside this time is right outside the front. So we could go in there at night time if we wanted to, couldn't we? Bless him. You up? Nice to see the sunrise, yeah. And even the sunset, be honest with you, wasn't it? So yeah, so just back from being honest, I think Ben actually enjoyed going shopping, didn't you? Bless him, obviously we said to him, look, go and pick your sweeties you want, and he actually picked them. He picked these ones up, I'll grab them there, so yes, like I said, he picked these up. So I don't know if he...
We had that one little flare up in there, didn't he? Where he's got to realise that he can't just take stuff off the shelf.
Yeah. He had a bit of a... I wouldn't say it was a meltdown, it was a bit of a whinge because he wanted to drink a certain way, obviously he seems to need to pay for it, but... Normally shops have been they're fine, they're getting expensive.
And that's like I said on the way back, you can't just take stuff off the shelf and eat it.
No, you can't, can you?
You've got to pay for it first.
Yeah. Also, we saw some signs in there at Christmas in there, didn't we? Seen her getting all their little gift sets in there and all their little smelly items and all their little hairdressing kits and things like that. But yeah, being honest with you, I just filmed the whole for my channel, Life with Cheryl. So I just want to say thank you for those who have actually subscribed to my channel. Thank you very much. Obviously Stephen was teaching me the basics on the toilet, so I know how to do the basics at the minute. It's just like all the fancy things I don't know how to do yet, so I'm sure I'll get there eventually with it.
Was it me or did the weatherman say it was getting cooler?
I know, that's what they said, it isn't, is it? It hasn't, has it? It still feels really, really warm. Glad I put the boys in their shorts. Anyway, yes, this is what I've got actually from being in the haul I've just recently done. But yeah, it's so expensive. It actually come to 56 quid. And being honest with you, we haven't really got that much actually, really, have we? The prices just seem to go enough. Obviously, it's just a few snacks and bits and pieces for us when we go away. So, yes, hopefully, fingers crossed, we have a really good time when we do.
Well then, guys, there it does again. Another day. Yay! Yay! Another day gone. Yeah. So, yeah, Monday's gone.
You're being silly.
Yeah, I am being silly. I just feel absolutely shattered right now, guys. Yeah, Ben's problems for the last 2 weeks in his bedtime routine has certainly just gone crazy again. It's like he's just not giving in to the proper timings he was he, Cheryl?
It's not. I think because obviously his melatonin he's on. The cap was faulty, wasn't it? And when we picked it up last week, you actually struggled.
I did tell you to report that to him today.
I know I did, but the thing is, when we mentioned it before, they said they'll tell the people, but nothing's happening, you know what I mean?
We spent good on 5 to 10 minutes trying to get this cap off of this bottle, and it just absolutely just would not come off, really wouldn't. But the next couple of nights we're going to try and do without melatonin for Ben, just to see if it makes any difference, because we've got to seriously try something, because it really does affect you when you only get about 4 and a bit hours sleep a night. You know, I'm looking forward to finishing tomorrow for 10 days just to see how I feel by the time when we do go back to work on the 9th of August. And I know Ben's going to wear me out, and I have to say I really am struggling with him now, guys. I really am. You know, he needs to lose a bit of weight. We all know that. He's so built rock solid, isn't he, Cheryl?
That's the thing. Is because they mentioned to us before about him going to a dietitian because they said he was overweight. But when we saw the dietitian, she said, "What are you here for?" Because his height and his build, he's absolutely fine, isn't he?
Yeah.
Give him credit, he's on the upper end. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But yeah, so anyway, we are waiting back to the dietitian, aren't we? Because he's been referred there because he's magnesium levels and things like that. But again, that's a different story, isn't it?
Yeah. It's just for us as a family, guys, it's just becoming tiring. It really is. And it really gets very, very stressful on occasions when it just doesn't work. You think you're on a good period of time with it, and then suddenly it just goes back the other way. Anyway, guys, yeah, we're looking forward to Butlin's trip coming up.
I am and I'm not.
Yeah, I'm fed up with this after COVID world. It just really, does my head in. You know, I will always remember the good times when the kids were a lot younger, and you know, you could enjoy life better without worrying about everything now. Anyway, we'll see you tomorrow for, I don't even know what day, Tuesday, isn't it, John?
Tuesday.
Yep, Tuesday, and slowly getting towards the end of July. Get August here. Premier League's back on the 14th, so there's a bit of normality when it comes to the weekends, football being back on. And yeah, bye guys.